Hello students, welcome to your IT class, and we will learning about the first chapter, web applications. So we are going to start learning about various networks and its networking techniques. First concept is what network is. So let's define the term network. Network क्या होगा? If we take the literal meaning of the network, that means jar. Okay, and if we make the network of various communicating devices like computing devices, computers and other network devices, then it becomes a network. So we are going to define network as a group of computers and peripheral devices connected through various channels for the purpose of resource and information sharing. So network क्या है हमारा? Group of various computers and peripheral devices. Peripheral means external devices, or we can say computing devices that are connected through some channels. For what purpose? For the purpose of resource and information sharing. Resource sharing means we can share various devices, like we have one printer with 20 PCs, so that is resource sharing. So for the purpose of resource and information sharing, we frame the networks. Okay, next term is internet. What internet is? Internet, or if we expand the term, international network. So we can understand by its name that internet is network of interconnected computer networks, or we can say network of networks. Okay, next term is protocol. Protocol is, it is a set of rules for communication. All the computing devices, when transmit data from one system to another or over the network, they need to follow some sort of protocols, or they follow some rules. They abide by some rules of communication for the purpose of data sharing. So they are termed as protocol in terms of networking. Like we have HTTP, IP. As you open any web browser or any web page, in the URL section you will see HTTP, then next part of URL. So this HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol. This is the name of protocol followed by the network. Okay, or we can say FTP, file transfer protocol, that is used to share the files, or we can say IP, internet protocol. Okay, so we have a long list of protocols that are used for the purpose of communication. Next topic is our network architecture. That is very important for exam point of view. Network architecture, as you very commonly listen the term architecture. What is architecture? Architecture is design of something. Okay, and if we are talking about the networks, then we are talking about the pattern, or we can say the layout or the logical design of networks. So we will define network architecture as physical and logical design of software, hardware, protocol and media of transmission. कम्युनिकेशन पर्पज़ के लिए जो हमने लेआउट बनाया है, उसके लॉजिकल डिज़ाइन एंड जो फिजिकल लेआउट है उसको हम कहेंगे नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्चर. वी हैव टू ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज ऑफ network architectures. One is peer to peer, that is short term or abbreviated as P2P, and second we have client server. First we have client server. Client server is a very common system, like we follow in the network. As we use the internet, there is some central server, or we can say server system, or we term it web server. वेब सर्वर क्या होगा? जो हमारी नेटवर्क रिलेटेड क्वेरीज को आंसर करता है. एंड वन इज क्लाइंट सिस्टम. क्लाइंट सिस्टम इज द वन दैट आस्क फॉर सर्विसेज, that sends the request to the server for the services. So as we take the example of our family, we are, children are the clients and our parents are the server system. They fulfill our every need. Okay, so we can understand this client server system with very common examples, and same is applicable in the computers. In computer networks also, we assign one most capable system as server system. that is used to store the data, and all other systems in that network are termed as client systems. Server systems completes the request from the clients, and client systems are used to make services request to the server. Okay. As we can check the layout in the system, all these are client systems and one is a server system. To be assigned as server system, this system needs to be more capable than the clients, like its processing capacity, like its storage capacity, processor speed, and all the resources. It must be more capable than the client system. Next system we have is peer-to-peer system, or we say as P2P. P2P, as we can know the term peer. Peer is that is at the same standard, or like in peer group we have friends of the same age, same class standard. Same way in case of computer system, peer is the system that is of same capability. Okay, so in this all the nodes possess equal status, like they are equally responsible in the network. They are responsible for exchanging data from one another. Any computer in the system can work as a server or as a client as per the requirement of time. In this architecture, all the systems are termed as node. In case of client server, one was termed as server and others were termed as client, but in case of P2P, all the systems are termed as node. Okay, so these are two very important network architecture systems. One is P2P and one is client server. This is the topic that is very frequently asked in the exams. Next point we have is advantages of networking. Like we are using the networks, but what is the advantage of it? Okay, so first of all, the very important is user communication. User communication means, like in case of networking, we can share our resources, we can share our information. That means networks allow users to communicate by sharing resources. like कुछ भी ट्रांसमिशन होता है, कुछ भी शेयरिंग होती है, दैट मीन्स दे आर कम्युनिकेटिंग विद ईच अदर. नेक्स्ट इज फाइल शेयरिंग, like data and information can be shared easily. Like in case of client server system, we don't need to store the same data on each and every system, but we store it at server system, and as per your requirement we can access the data from the server. Next is media and entertainment. Like TV channels use networks to broadcast the data. Whatever they have to show on channels, they broadcast from the networks. Next is hardware sharing. Hardware sharing means we can share our resources like printer, scanner. We don't need to install printer, scanner like resources on each and every system, but we can use on multiple pieces single hardware. Next is software sharing. Users can share softwares very easily over the network. We can transfer software from one system to another system with the help of networks. Okay, so these were some advantages of networking. Next point we have is ISP, Internet Service Provider. What is ISP? ISP is Internet Service Provider. It is an organization that provides us access to the internet. क्या है ISP? It is an organization that help us to access the network either by the wired method or wireless connection. हमारा जो communication mechanism है वो wired as well as wireless दोनों हो सकता है. Okay, so we can access our network or our internet with the help of ISP. We have broadly divided the ISP services or connections into two types. One is dial-up connection and second is broadband connection. Initially हमारे पास जो method था that was dial-up connection. In this mechanism we used to dial a ISP number and in return we got the access to the internet with the help of modem. Okay, this network speed was very slow and they were initially used. To enhance the working speed of dial-up connection, there came the broadband connection. And in case of broadband connection, we have various categories. Initially there was cable modem. In case of cable, there were wired connection and modems were installed, and cable medium was used to install the connections, and network was accessed through the cable medium. Next was digital subscriber line, DSL. That is a telephone line that was used. The same telephonic line was used to access the network, internet, and with the help, every subscriber was given a particular identity, and with the help of identity we used to access the network. There also the speed was slow, but it was better than the previous mechanisms like dial-up or cable medium. Okay, so to improve that system, there can wireless connections that are very broadly used nowadays. In wireless mechanism, we have Wi-Fi, WiMAX and Wi-Fi hotspot. फर्स्ट इज और वाईफाई. वाईफाई इज वायरलेस फिडिलिटी. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, हमारा जो इंटरनेट है वो विदाउट एनी वायर्ड मैकेनिज्म वी कैन शेयर आवर इंटरनेट, और वी कैन एक्सेस द नेटवर्क विद द हेल्प ऑफ वायरलेस कनेक्शंस. Okay. Next is WiMAX. In case of Wi-Fi, the range of Wi-Fi is very limited. To increase that range, we use WiMAX. WiMAX is worldwide interoperability for microwave access. In this the waves used are microwaves. Okay. This increases the range of wireless connections. Next is Wi-Fi hotspot. Like in our mobiles, we share our internet by making our device as a Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, so these are the three mechanisms for wireless connections. In this section, we are learning about various types of connection. Initially, we had dial-up connection, and second we have broadband connection. In case of dial-up connection, we used to set up a call, and in return we used to access the internet. In case of broadband connection, we had cable mechanism. Next we were provided with the DSL subscriber line, that was the same as telephone line, and next came the wireless connection. In wireless connection, we have three types: Wi-Fi, WiMAX and Wi-Fi hotspot. In all these cases, the mechanism is wireless. Okay, so this was about the network, its architecture, its advantages and our various connections.